Ezinne was a beautiful and intelligent young woman from a small village called Iyala in Africa. She had just married a handsome and wealthy man named Ugo and was excited to start her new life with him. As she was led to her husband's house, she couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment that she had won the hand of a rich man. However, things took a strange turn when Ezinne started giving Ugo orders. At first, it was just small things like, Ugo, my husband, bring me a glass of water. Or Ugo, my husband, help me with the laundry. But as time went on, the orders became more and more demanding. Ugo, my husband, clean the house from top to bottom, Ezinne would say, her voice firm and commanding. Ugo, cook me a delicious meal. Ugo, my husband, my beloved, go to the market and buy me some fresh vegetables. While she sat down at home enjoying all the riches that money could buy. Ugo would obey Ezinne's orders without question, even though he couldn't understand why he felt so compelled to do so. He would do the household chores, cook meals, and even take care of Ezinne's personal needs. Ezinne's mother had taught her the act. They had targeted the rich men in the village because Ezinne's mother hated poverty and Ugo had fallen victim. If you put this in his meals, since you'll be in charge over them, my daughter, you will command him to do or give you anything you want, her mother had told her. Thus, they had prepared Ezinne for the marriage. One day, Ugo's sister, Mma, came to visit them. She was shocked at how submissive her brother Ugo had become. Her brother, who used to be in charge of any situation, had become so submissive. She asked within as she watched helplessly what Ezinne was doing to him. Mma suspected that something was amiss and decided to investigate further. She would snuck into the kitchen at all times when Ezinne was in the kitchen to see what she was up to. One day, what she saw shocked her to the roots of her hair, and she couldn't believe her eyes. Ezinne was busy mixing a strange concoction of herbs and spices into the food and whispering incantations that sounded like a dark spell. Mma realized that Ezinne was using diabolical means to control Ugo, and she knew she had to act fast. Mma confronted her brother, but he warned her sternly to stop saying that about his wife. She couldn't do that. She was shocked and didn't know what to do again. So, Mma spent 2 weeks watching her brother being commanded left and right. She went back home to tell her mother what was happening. Her surprised mother decided to visit them herself to actually see what was happening. She knew her daughter, Mma, never told lies. When she got there, Ezinne welcomed her very well and tried not to send her husband messages while her mother-in-law was present. That made her mother-in-law to almost start doubting her daughter Mma. But it had become a part of Ezinne, and so she could not hold her commands for long. Thinking they were alone in the bedroom one day, Ezinne began. Didn't I tell you, Ugo, to dress the bed as soon as you get into the bedroom, she asked her husband. Come on, get down to it. I want to sleep. All right, my love. I will do that now, Ugo responded like a fool. Come here. I'm talking this edge, she said as she sat down on the bed. Now listen, she told her husband. Tomorrow morning, you will have to hurry to the market and buy something that you will cook before your mother wakes up and start demanding for breakfast. Do you understand? Okay, Ugo replied. As Ezinne was busy sending her husband here and there, and the helpless man kept obeying her like an obedient dog, her mother-in-law was watching in perplexity from a corner. Oh, she exclaimed within her, my daughter Ma is right. So my son has now been turned into an obedient dog by his wife. Huh? Okay, she exclaimed. We shall see how it goes. The next morning, Ezinne's mother-in-law woke up very early and didn't allow any of them to know that she was awake. She saw that her son had truly gone to the market to buy foodstuffs, came back and started cooking in the kitchen, sweating profusely, while his wife was just sitting around doing nothing, watching him and laughing. When her husband had finished cooking, Ezinne told him to go and take his bath while she served the food. Her mother-in-law stood watching from where she was. As Ezinne brought out the concoction she was holding and started her invocation on the food, her mother-in-law noted the very bowl she had put it in, and she saw Ezinne put the concoction away in her cloth as soon as she heard her coming. Ezinne did not know her mother-in-law had seen it all. As they sat down to eat, Ugo's mother watched who Ezinne was going to serve the food in the bowl she had added the concoctions. Ezinne put the bowl with the concoction in front of her husband to eat and sat down to also eat her own. Ugo's mother got up and picked up the bowl in front of her son. She put it in front of Ezinne and told Ezinne to eat it while she gave Ezinne's own to Ugo, her son. Why, mother? Why? She cried. Eat it up, my daughter. I saw you putting something, concoction, into that bowl. So eat it. You deserve to eat it. You are the one who prepared it, she said. Her son tried to intervene, but she did not agree. Hold your stance, my son. Don't put your mouth in this. I saw everything that happened. She collected the concoction from where Ezinne had kept it in her cloth and showed it to her son. Now take a look at this, my son Ugo. This is what Ezinne had been using on you, sending you on errands, clean this, go to the market, do the. Why she sat down watching you sweat it out, plus the work you go out and do and come back. She's just using you like a dog. Ezinne was made to confess. She confessed to using magic to control Ugo, but Ezinne refused to lift the spell, saying that she wanted to keep Ugo as her loyal servant. Hey, my son, it is not possible. You cannot use my son for your loyal servant. Go and use your father. Go and use your mother. Go and use your brothers and sisters in your family. Bad upbringing that you have, not my son. Her mother-in-law was horrified, and she threatened to expose Ezinne to the rest of the village. Ezinne knew she had to act fast. She used her magic to try and silence her mother-in-law, but it was too late. Her mother-in-law had already told the village elders about Ezinne's dark secrets by sending word to them as soon as she saw it all. The villagers gathered at Ugo's house, demanding that Ezinne lift the spell and free Ugo from her control. But Ezinne refused, and the villagers banished her from the village. As Ezinne was led away, Ugo, her husband, finally broke free from her spell. He was shocked and confused, but he was also grateful to be free. He thanked his mother and Ma, who had come to his house to witness it all, for saving him, and he vowed to never let anyone control him again. The villagers celebrated Ugo's freedom and they warned each other about the dangers of using dark magic. Ezinne was never seen again, but her legend lived on as a cautionary tale about the dangers of seeking power and control through evil means. This serves as a reminder that true power and strength comes from within. Seeking control through evil means only leads to destruction. It's important for communities to stand up against evil like they did against Ezinne's evil. That's the end of the story, everyone. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos to get us to 6,000 subscribers. Thanks for listening and watching.